Welcome and hi from Phase 101. This video will explain the program structure of a TRSE program, which basically follows the Pascal standard from what I can tell, but I'm not a Pascal person, but that is experienced in Pascal, but from what I can tell, this is what it does. So let's start. So I have in front of me is the let's say how it is on the web page of TRSE, the program structure as they have defined it, and it's shown on the website. As you can see, um, your program starts with a program and your program name, so the program name that you want to give to your program. Then var, and you declare your global variables. Inside that or below that, you declare your procedures. One thing that you need to know is that each line, let's say, or command ends with a semicolon. So as you can tell, my program ends with a semicolon. var, because var can be also on the same line, I believe, but since we skipped the line, then it ends with a semicolon here. The procedure, you declare them procedures in your program. So it is the basic way of doing it, procedure and your procedure name and with some parameters. And it also ends with a semicolon. Then you have the local variables for the procedure, which once you declare them, it also ends with a semicolon. Then a procedure has a begin and an end. So when you define begin, you put your code between the begin and the end, as indicated here, and then when it ends, of course, the end has to have a semicolon. It goes to the next. You can write your next procedure. Main, or as we know it, the main loop or main in C or etc., is the main block, and the main block is always with a begin. So the whole program, as you see, like a procedure, has got var up here. So this is the global variable. So this part, the begin and end, is of the whole program. So it's main. So begin, end, and end, to indicate the end of the program, is not with a semicolon, is with that full stop. And in the beginning and end, you enter your commands, which here we are calling my procedure, which is the one that we defined up here, which also, as you notice, when we call it, you have to define a semicolon. That's basically it in a nutshell, how the program structure of a TRSE is. So let's look at an actual program. Here's a sample program that let's say, wrote with the help of the TRSE team, which I thank from here, especially Andy. So basically, this program follows the structure that I just defined. So at the beginning, first of all, before I start explaining things, please note that I have the habit of using, let's say, I like to make code neat. I like to look at the code and I see it neatly on the screen. So this is my way to make neat code by using this type of division. By having this type of division using remarks. So basically, I use the remarks to divide sections. So here the global variables, here is my procedure, and here is the main, as you can see. So that's the first thing that I just wanted to clear out. You don't necessarily need to do it like me, but I do it for neatness. Then, as I explained earlier, this is the program, and the test program, the name of the program, which I called Phase 101 test. Then we have our variables declared, and each variable declared ends with a semicolon, as always. Here, okay, this is to make it more neat also. I could have put all this on the same line, but my text, which is a C string, okay, I defined it all um, with um, each parameter, let's say, which is divided by a comma, is on a separate line, okay, just to make it look neat. When I look at it, it's easier to read, okay? And then I defined a pointer, my pointer, basically. The procedure, which I call procedure 101, funny enough, um, it just writes to the screen. So basically, I'm setting my pointer to point to my text, which is this one, okay? And then we move to the screen 0, 5. So 0 is the X, 5 is the Y, okay? And this is the 04 is the base address of the Commodore 64 screen, which is O in hex, sorry, in decimal it is 1024, which in hex is 04, 0400, basically. And then we begin our loop, which if we find 0, which I end with a 0. Sorry, if we find if the when this string ends, which is at 0, it's a null. We basically end our loop. So basically, what I'm doing is screen memory A, the variable that we was initialized to 0, okay, is equal to my pointer, okay. So what we have in my pointer, sorry, not equal to. So what we have in my pointer, we are copying into screen memory. Then we add 1 to my pointer, and then we add 1 to A, okay, so that we can print the next character and the next character, etc. And then we end the procedure. So that's when the procedure ends. Um, the main loop or the main code begins by first setting the screen background and foreground to black. Okay, then we clear the screen with spaces, and as I explained later, it's the base screen of the Commodore 64, which is 1024. And because it's a pointer, let's say, to the screen, we use the, I don't know what you call it, but the hat or whatever you want to call it. I don't know the symbol of that. Sorry, not the symbol, the name of that. And then we call our procedure, and then basically we loop. So this is an infinite loop, so it just goes within it. So we don't exit the program. So that's mainly it. I explained, so program name, global variables, procedure with begin and end, okay? As you see also, the while loop has a begin and then an end, begin, end, okay? And the main, which has a begin and an end, and remember, the end of the main is a dot, okay? So if we run this program, so build, run, as you can see, it displayed our string that I had formatted. That's basically it for this program. So we hope you have found this video useful. For more information, please go to the TRSE website and join the TRSE Facebook group. For more tutorials from Phase 101, please click where indicated on the screen. Please leave a like if you like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you and goodbye.